program is a... The following program is a U-Record Studios production.
But I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready, kids?
Marked Out Wrestling Podcast presents Brian.
Do you think I'll ever find the right woman?
Oh, God. Yes, man. Come on, dude. You're great.
Golda.
Rub Vaseline all over your hiney and tell you that it's special and different from everyone else's.
And Jody Robb.
Shit! What are you fucking both doing? Good Lord!
This is the Weekly Takedown.
Nobody cares! Nobody cares!
What's going on, every guys? Hot, hot, hot. Is that hot? Am I hot? It's hot. It's fucking hot in here. How we doing? It is episode 158 of the motherfucking Takedown on the Marked Out Podcast Network. I have a special guest for you guys, and for you two as well. But before I introduce him, my name is Brian. Broken Brian. I don't have, what else? What other nicknames? Except
Bearded Brian.
Bearded Brian. Heavy-handed heavy.
Virgin Brian.
No, that was a while ago. Joined in studio, I have my man, my other half of the heavy-handed heavies, the Triple H's, right?
Yes.
Golda, how are you, sir?
Doing pretty well. How you doing, Brian?
Like I said, it's hot. Although I feel good now. Every couple seconds.
Once the fan moves.
Yeah, that's weird how it makes sense. Once the fan blows on me, it actually feels good.
Yeah.
And we also have Roode Robb. How are you, sir? Doing the board?
I am here. And I am in great spirits.
You are?
I have a great story to tell tonight later.
You do?
I do.
That's right.
Ooh.
We have a special treat for you guys later on.
And I think we should all take a collection so we can all donate to buy one of them stand-up air conditioners for the garage.
I've got one I'm looking at on QVC.
I think I have. I think I have something. I think I have another fan I can donate to in here.
Okay, that would be nice.
There we go. And also, we have a special guest. I don't think we've done this before on the Takedown, right? On Thursdays before. No, we've never had a fourth person. So joining us, we have Stone Age Steve Awesome.
What's up, man? What's up?
He will be reading the board and throwing in some, I don't know, throwing in a little bit of input, right?
My alter ego.
There we go.
Tonight.
There we go.
Yeah, he didn't actually watch NXT, but he wants to hang out with us.
Yeah.
So he's here for the show.
That's right. And I guess so we're all let's do the board, right? Who do we got on the board?
Paul Smith is with us. I'm not familiar with him. Has he been on the board before?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah,
Daniel Price.
Yeah.
Noah. John Dans Jr., JJ. And John Estrada's with us.
John Estrada as
And
well.
don't forget JVL Shadow.
JVL Shadow, of
That's
course.
right. JVL, first one. That's right.
I didn't see.
Meet Bitch Brian.
Somebody was talking about him. I don't know.
He's got a new job. He's got a new job.
He was
and
here
has
earlier.
different hours.
Yeah.
So.
Different hours. Wear some fucking headphones.
Yeah, God damn it.
All right, so let's do some housekeeping, I guess, Rob. How about that?
All right.
Housekeeping!
Come back later, please.
Here are your marked out wrestling housekeeping notes and weekly schedule. Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. Join us for Monday Night Rawsome. Tuesday nights at 10:15 p.m. Smarkdown. Weekly Takedown. Thursdays at 5 p.m. where Brian, Golda, and Roode will react and review to the NXT broadcast on the WWE Network. Showtimes are for live YouTube broadcasts. All podcast versions will be available the next day on various podcast providers. Upcoming WWE pay-per-view specials and marked out shorts like Rode's Rant, Smarts vs. Marks, the Power Slam Dance Show, and Indie Face will be announced as they are scheduled. Feel free to join us on our exclusive Bubba Radio Army Network show, The Weekly Squash. Visit BubbaRadioArmy.com for listings. Keep the conversation going on Twitter using the handle @SmartMarkShow. You can call our fan line 704-444-0084 or send us an email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Visit markedoutwrestling.com for all other social media networks. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Go away.
Oh my God!
I said no.
Okay, I clean.
No, get out of here.
I stick finger in your mouth. Housekeeping.
Okay.
Okay.
I stick finger in your mouth. Very good.
Sure, go ahead.
There we go. All right, so before we get into the last night's NXT show, which, Golda. Ooh, what was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, move past it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Golda, why don't you take away some bullet points for us?
Okay, I literally have only 2 for you, and they're really quick. Let's see, Dalton Castle's contract with Ring of Honor expires at the end of the month, and WWE is very interested in signing him to NXT if he wants to.
How do you think he'll do?
He's flamboyant. His wrestling skills aren't that great, but he's got charisma and aces.
So here's the problem where I think that could be, if he does carry over that character over to NXT,
Right.
is who do we have on the roster currently that's kind of very flamboyant that they just introduced?
Shinsuke?
Come on, Velveteen Dream,
Oh.
man.
Velveteen Dream, yeah,
I mean,
man.
They're kind of similar. I mean, I haven't seen too much of Dalton Castle.
It was almost that let him bring the boys with him.
Oh, the boys.
Yeah.
Who are the boys?
It's 2 twins.
Okay.
They actually wrestled in India, like Wrestle Circus this weekend.
Okay.
It was a handicap match against Joey Ryan.
All right, very good.
Interesting.
What else you got, bud?
And Tommaso Ciampa injured himself at the Thursday house show before Takeover.
Right.
And then it was just an ankle injury. He was good enough to go for Takeover, but then during the match on one of the dive spots with AOP, he actually tore his ACL and finished the whole match. They don't know if it's a full tear, if it's a partial. They're not sure. They won't know until they open him up. But he's going to be out for at least 4 months.
4 months?
Oh, at least. I mean, ACL, maybe possibly 6 to 9.
Right,
maybe.
yeah. If it's a partial, 4 to 6 months. But if it's a full, Seth Rollins was out 9-10 months.
They haven't said whether or not it's a full tear or if it's a partial tear? Okay.
No, they're probably waiting for the swelling to go down.
That's true.
So usually that might take 2 weeks. You're never sure yet.
Goddamn. I guess speaking of Tommaso Ciampa, I guess we could then can start getting into the big 3 topics for last evening. I'll let the music breathe a little bit. Let it breathe a little bit. Yeah.
Let it breathe.
All right. So I don't know, man. Last week's show, I was excited. I was excited for this week's episode of NXT because, last week all it was just a carryover from NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Right.
I thought they were going to start up some new feuds. We saw, I guess, a couple new faces, maybe, but overall, I mean, this show was kind of lackluster.
Yes.
It had moments.
It did. But I guess before we get into that, let's get to the topics. So start it off with
3.
There we go. Number 3. I am professional wrestling, and so we had. Episode started right off the gate. We didn't even have any entrance music or anything. We had Tommaso Ciampa walk out to the ring in his crutches and enter the ring and kind of explain himself as to why he turned on Johnny Gargano at TakeOver Chicago. A lot of good things to say, and the fact that what he was saying, I mean, a lot of it was believable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was in here under mixed company. Adam was like, "I don't like it; it's boring." But he changed his tune at the end of it.
What made him change? Was there a moment?
The aggression. Okay. I think Adam, this seems all sappy. I didn't find it sappy at all. I thought it was one of the most unique reasons for a betrayal that I have ever heard in the industry.
He was building towards the anger at the end,
right?
All through the promo. So I don't know how Adam could say it was boring.
I don't know.
He was building to greatness.
He was, and the storyline of I am not. If I'm going to be forgotten, so is he. I thought is such a unique and captivating storyline. And I got goosebumps, good ones, when he said, I am professional wrestling. I thought that was very telling in a Vince McMahon company, whether it's NXT or not, to say the words professional wrestling in the middle of the ring makes a kind of a statement. And I don't know if that's coming from him or from Hunter.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, both good points. I mean, for me, like you said, I mean, it built up to the end where he kind of let out a little bit more aggression. But overall, I mean, it really wasn't like a wrestling heel promo. It wasn't this kind of over-the-top thing. But a lot of it, what he was saying, made sense. So the crowd, obviously, the way that they received him, I mean, he was getting some real heat out there. So
real heat.
And it got over. I mean, I thought it was a phenomenal job, even without Gargano there, playing the role, playing the part where, obviously, he's going to be out for...
Right.
I don't know.
Right. I loved right away when he said, all right, I want to explain myself, bring out Gargano. And he waited and waited and waited and started laughing and said, "Oh, he's not going to be
right."
here.
And that I think that set the tone for the rest of the promo because that kind of said that
he got real
he's an asshole. Exactly.
That was the first time he got real.
Well, the crowd, the board seems to agree with you because Daniel Price said Ciampa cut a good promo. The main roster needs more shoots like that. And Noah's like Ciampa's great, great heel promo, one of the better ones in the history of NXT. Said JVL Shadow.
You know, I love the dynamics of both the roller coaster of his promo versus the roller coaster of the crowd reaction, right? In his promo, and what you're supposed to do in these situations is you're supposed to come out, butter the crowd up, and then flip the strip to go straight heel on him. You don't want to go heel right out the gate. You know, you got to butter him a little bit.
Sure.
And he did that. You know, even when he said, even though he went there kind of quick, he backed off and still went but kind of modest, and then he slowly built back to being an asshole, which was great. But the crowd, to me, they gave him a lot of heel heat to begin with, the first half. In the second half, you saw a portion of that crowd kind of move to his side and embrace the new character that he was delivering.
Yeah, and also to me, it was also a good send off because like we said, we're all good brothers. We're not watching. We're not looking out what happens. Oh yeah, there we go, Yorkie. We're not looking out to see what happens for the rest of at the taping. So I don't know. I guess we'll see if Ciampa is going to be left off for good, or if they're gonna continue it. Maybe he can still come out and cut a promo or something and continue it that way.
Right.
Who knows?
I think there was a huge misconnections, a missed opportunity here. At the end of that promo, they should have had Candice LeRae come from the back and slap the shit out of him. What a debut that would have given her.
Yeah, good point.
If only they were really signed her.
Well, she was in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, she was.
Well,
That'd be a good way to get a program started with her.
Right.
Off the bat,
Yeah. Anything else on the board, Stevie? Before we move on to number 2.
Not as far as that topic goes. Hitman is with us though, and
Jonathan Durant. You see that little thing on the screen that says phone lines are closed at the moment, sir.
Sorry,
are they?
Yes, they're closed. Would you like me to open them?
Sure. Yeah. If someone wants to call, they can fucking call. Hey, open lines over here on the takedown.
All right.
Anyway,
but it's just gonna be JD.
It's gonna be JD
spewing some pervert.
Oh, better not be some bullshit.
2.
There we go. Bruise Control. We had our first match for our new UK champion, Pete Dunne, and he faced a guy like Golder that you have a lot of love for.
Yes, Marty Stone, a.k.a. What is his name again?
Marty Stone. Oh my God.
Danny Burch.
Thank you.
I've seen him wrestle 15 times as Martin Stone.
Yeah, I saw him at PWX with you.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
He's a real good worker, real charismatic.
Yeah.
He's just. I think they really might be giving him another shot.
Yeah, I mean,
because he was at NXT from 12 to 14. Then they let him go, and he really got his craft down, got his body right.
Wasn't he in the Cruiserweight Classic?
No, he was in the UK tournament.
UK tournament. Okay,
yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
So I mean, it was a good match. It was cool to see Pete Dunne defend the title on NXT, and I know some of us are torn on whether or not the title should be defended on the show or whether or not it should be separate. Who cares? I mean, it's still we still got to see Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
But I mean, the match, it was a good match, but I think after the fact is really where where we kind of got to see a good side of Pete Dunne.
You got a phone call.
Here we go.
JD.
Pick it up. Ooh. All right, host.
Hey, who do we got on the line here?
Cien, Roode Rob, yeah. Listen, pal, I have the limousine riding. Woo! Just flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun that can kiss any girl in New York City and make them cry.
Careful.
The Nature Boy.
What's up, Nate? How are you, man?
I'm going to tell you right now, dude, the WWE sucks. Listen, Mean Gene, I have to tell you right now what they're doing wrong, yeah.
What are they doing wrong? What about specifically with NXT? Did you watch the episode last night?
Well, yeah, I watched NXT. NXT.
I was going to go into Mean Gene.
NXT is doing good, but I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown in a while. And usually when I watch Raw or SmackDown, I usually tune out and not watch the full show. But this week I actually did watch the full show.
Okay.
And I took some notes because you see my friends over here. They say I talk out of my ass, and they say I don't know what I'm saying. But being a fan for almost 10-plus years, I know exactly what I'm saying.
All right.
So I took some notes. Yeah, I took some notes on Raw, and so they started off with a promo, right? The same redundant format, man. They always start off with a promo. This is one of the things that WWE is doing wrong. You see, every Monday night, they got to start off with some action, right? They got to make you excited for the show, man. Not, putting a long, drawn out promo, and then you just lose yourself into the show already.
Sure.
So I think, yeah.
But what about specifically? What about? Did you watch the Pete Dunne match last night?
Oh well, Pete Dunne. I have something to say about Pete Dunne, but yeah, right. I did watch the match last night.
So let's see. What are your thoughts on Pete Dunne?
Pete Dunne. I think he's a pretty good champion so far. I watched his match on TakeOver. It was phenomenal.
Match of the year candidate. That's right.
Yes. It was really good. I couldn't find so many things wrong about that match. It was the way it was formatted, the way that the wrestlers went for it was good. I mean, I just think the finish was a little too. It could have been a different finish, like a better finish. But other than that, the match was good in TakeOver, and I think Pete Dunne is looking to be a good champion.
All right. Yeah. Awesome points. I guess. Thank you for the call. Rob or Mean Gene, do you have anything else to say back to good old Nate?
One last thing.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, God, one last thing. Go ahead, brother.
All right. Thank you, Mean Gene. So
you're disgusting.
The WWE, right?
Yeah.
You have an audience, and it's basically, the audience of the show. You have maybe 4 types of fans, right? There's the fan that watches and loves just loves everything the WWE does, right? They will die for WWE and just loves everything they do. They say they can go no wrong. Then there's the other fans where they love most of what WWE does, but they find little things that annoy them. And then there's the other fans that just quit. They just quit the product. They don't want to watch that shit anymore, and they're done. And then you have the other sort of like fan base, and this is the most. This is like the most percentage of the fans, where they see a lot of things that they do not like on the product, and the WWE is just not answering to them. They're just not answering to them. They're not trying to make, different and new exciting shit. They just want to be in their own universe. They want to be status quo. They don't want to be innovating and exciting. They don't want to bring the fans new shit. And that's what I think is going to be really the downfall to WWE, unless they actually start changing shit, man.
It's true. Well, hopefully with how they've been doing NXT, I hope that kind of sets the course with how they start running Raw and SmackDown in the future. But
look at NXT. NXT, they let the wrestling do the talking.
Right.
NXT is a good show, and they got to follow that format.
Right. Awesome points. Thank you for the call.
Thanks, JD.
Yeah, thank you, JD. Really, they're awesome points. And exactly.
I'm gonna go chase Paige down, and
oh, there we go. Good cutoff.
I want to get back to Dunn, but I do want to make a point real quick on what he said. Because Adam asked me last night, he said, do you think anyone on the roster, main roster right now, is of Hunter or Rock level, where they're going to be standouts for decades to come? And my response to that was, and we've seen the reports that the writing has been lazy intentionally because they don't have any storylines. And to me, I said, the thing here is, if the writers are creating all the characters, and let's say I created 10 characters, they would all be similar in some sorts, even if their characters were different, because it's all coming from my mind, my perception. So if these writers are writing everything for all of these people, then nobody is going to stand out of this main roster bunch until they get either new creative or they allow, like they did at the beginning of the Attitude Era, they allow these guys to create their own personas.
The best way.
Yeah. So that was my point there. On Dunn, if I may continue
please.
My diatribe here.
Yep.
Dunn, to me, set such a bar, not just from his wrestling, but from his promo after the match last night. I mean, it spoke to you.
Sure. I mean, the fact that he's saying, and it's kind of true that right now, I mean, the UK Championship, it kind of starts with him. No one is going to really remember Tyler Bate as the first champion. I mean, but I mean, he makes a good point, because now we're going to be having the UK show that comes on, and people are going to remember, it started with Pete Dunne as the champion, and they might forget about that little time that was in between of the reigns.
And it was such a good promo. It was only like 30 seconds long.
He didn't have to say much. He had to say, "Look, now it's for real, and I'm a badass, and the guy that had it before me shouldn't have had it. Period. End of story. And you will respect me, or I'll beat your ass." Is basically what he said.
All right. Most importantly, I want to go around and ask you guys a question really quick. His haircut. Do you like it, Stevie?
No, not too much.
I don't have hair, so I don't have an opinion.
You?
I like it when it's slicked back, when it's not, and it looks all disheveled.
Can't be when you're wrestling.
And I like it too. You heard it here first.
Okay.
There we go.
I do want to say one last thing. Sorry to fuck your segue up.
No, you didn't.
when you're talking about the UK being on NXT,
yeah,
I think once the new show starts, that's done.
Right. This is just their way of kind of throwing out the bait.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See what they did?
Well, what if they don't actually do a show and they just do those specials once every couple months, like we just had, like middle of last month?
Well, the UK tournament, and now they're going to be doing the women's tournament later on.
I'm looking forward to that.
I personally, I kind of would prefer that because I mean, I guess it's yet to be said just because we haven't actually seen the UK show yet, but hopefully it doesn't water down the title that we just get all these kind of mediocre matches on the shows. What do we got on the board?
Well, I haven't really been paying attention.
Perk 11 says, he says, Hunter wasn't at Hunter level for years. Rock wasn't The Rock when he debuted. Austin would have been stuck in the mid-card if he didn't come up with Stone Cold. And that goes exactly to the point we said was all those guys were, the leash was taken off of them.
Right.
And they were allowed to create their own personas. And there's, Dunn looks like a douchebag, but his character fits perfectly. I think it's intentional.
Yeah.
It's very deliberate.
Oh, absolutely.
It took WCW taking a risk for WWE the force. Okay, yeah, it's back to that concept.
JBL Shadow, he said they allow people to create their characters in NXT. At least that's the impression I get from breaking ground in the WWE 30 for 30.
I can tell you very definitively that yes, what they do in NXT is they allow you options. You create a certain amount of personas. Let's say I create 3 personas, name included, personality, the whole 9 yards. I present those in the promo classes. I present those in the entrance classes. I present those to the coaches and the producers themselves. Then they pick one, and then you go with it. So you are allowed to create your ideas. They choose which idea you're going to run with. So yes, NXT does allow a lot more creative freedom for these performers, this talent. Yeah.
It all starts there.
And anything else on the Dunn match promo before we move on to our big number 1 topic?
He's awesome.
1.
All right, number 1. This is a little bit more carryover from, what is it, WrestleMania, I guess, or before then?
Yeah.
Our main event of the show, we had Roode Strong tagging with Cassius Ohno against Eric Young and I almost said Desmond Wolfe, but Desmond Wolfe.
Alexander Wolfe.
Alexander Wolfe, thank you. Desmond Wolfe is actually doing commentary. What's his face?
What?
You don't know. Nigel.
Oh,
that was his name in TNA.
Nigel.
Right.
Nigel.
Crikey.
Nigel McGuinness.
I'm Nigel. I'm not going to say anything really witty at all. I'm just going to kind of talk in a soft voice and say, well, that's just not right. Why would he do that? And that makes me get money.
Blimey.
Continue.
Yes, that's right.
Wait, I'm Percy. That's crazy.
Well, he's a dad, you know.
Percy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's fun to play tea parties with.
I don't know what that means.
That just means that he's boring.
So we had a match. This was our main event, and it was more carryover from WrestleMania. And I don't know. I mean, the first half of this episode of NXT was entertaining, and afterwards, like you said, there were a little bit parts that were good. This match, it's a good match. But we've seen it. I feel like I've watched it every episode, or every other episode, I guess, for the past I don't know how long.
It was what it was.
Right. And the ending, I mean, no real consequence. We had the faces standing tall at the end of the match, but okay.
Yeah, it's a continuation from Mania, the last takeover, to now. And there's, main events. I think you want main events gold. I think you want to have emotion, right?
Right. That was just a straight up, okay, we're going to have a couple of tags, and then the face is going to get beat down a little bit, and then the fat guy on the outside is going to interfere, and then all of a sudden Jose comes out and saves the day.
Right.
That was it.
And I think maybe that was really kind of just the big point of
Jose
them
was the
having
only
the match,
point, yeah.
right? To tie in having No Way Jose come out of nowhere and save the day. I don't know. I mean,
it seems like a waste to me to have Cassius Ohno out there in that match after you showed the whole Itami shit going on in the promo stuff, right?
Right.
So if Hideo and him are going to start a program or something is going to start up with those two, why does he even need to be in this match if Tommy's not going to come out in some fashion and fuck him over? It just seemed like there was other talent in that locker room that you could have put in that match to showcase. Ohno didn't need to be there.
Right. I mean, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves because, who knows? Maybe next week they'll explain it. I don't know if they...
Yeah, Hideo joined Sanity.
That'd be awesome.
Wow.
I mean, they don't talk either, so it'll work out for him. He won't have to do any promos.
Oh, that's
He's going to do all the talking for him.
Right.
Oh, my God. Daniel Price is on the board.
Paul Smith, I mean, he said the same thing. Straight up tag team match.
Playa.
That's really all it was. I wish I had more to say about it.
Noah's saying that Tommy is turning on Ohno. It's pretty obvious here.
Oh no, he already went heel in the house show. That's been reported. What should have been done here was that match would have been fine if it would have been followed by an Asuka promo or a Bobby Roode promo or a Hideo promo or any kind of a closing promo to set some kind of emotion to the next episode.
Yeah, that didn't set that. That was just there should have been something more.
Drew
McIntyre. You don't end the show with something vanilla like that.
Right. If you end the show a gangster movie or a gangster TV show, and at the end of it, the guy's got a gun pointed at the main character, and then fade to black, and the episode, oh shit, I want to see next week.
You want the cliffhanger.
There was nothing there.
So basically, you didn't want the Sopranos series finale, basically.
I never watched that shit.
Me either. Although it sounds like a kind of shit ending, if you ask me.
Series finale, that's shit ending.
Right. Yeah. Anything on the board about the main event? I mean,
they were arguing about New Japan earlier.
Okay.
Who do you want Sanity to feud with, says JBL Shadow. There is no one for them.
Shitman's leaving?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, well, you know what? I will get into that more in our discussion segment. Yes, I will do that. We'll talk about Sanity. I will.
All right, so I guess if there's nothing else on the board, do you guys have anything else? Stevie, did you... No. Never mind.
Go ahead.
You didn't watch.
You didn't watch. Very good. Yes, there we go. Thank you for that.
More Peyton Royce.
Oh, we didn't bring that up, did we?
No, we can talk about it. Oh, I guess this is the discussion music, right?
This is everything else, right?
Oh, yeah, this could be everything else.
So we're just going to Medine this shit and just talk over
so
it's a little low.
A little premature on the music. It's
a little low. It's a little low.
Let's see. So we got Cien.
Yep. Cien, he lost. I don't know why I said obviously. It's not obvious.
I love this storyline.
So do I.
I'm so curious where it goes.
Caesar Bonani got the surprise win.
Caesar.
Hail Caesar. From Brazil, I think he said he is.
Right? Yes.
Wow, I never heard of this guy.
That makes sense.
Big dude.
Really?
I mean, it was an okay match, but I think, like you said, it was a little bit more about Cien.
My prediction is that Regal gets involved here.
And
if you don't care about being a competitor, then we don't need you. And it turns some kind of angle storyline where he has to prove that he belongs, and then he goes on a win streak and just dominates everyone.
I'd like it.
You know,
I'm a fan.
Or Regal fires him, and then he goes to
main roster.
Yeah,
possibly. Sure.
Or he fires him and he goes to Lucha Underground.
I will stab you in the eye with this pen.
Get over here so I can cut your fucking throat.
On behalf of Rob, because Rob would be very sad to not have Cien almost.
I would be angry. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good match. It was good to see Cien out there and actually, it was showcasing him.
What about those chops? Oh my!
They're always brutal. He gives some of the most
he does
vicious overhand chops that I've seen in NXT.
It's like when you watch a video of somebody getting kicked in the nuts and you kind of do a little roll over in a ball kind of thing, just watching it. When he hit those chops, my whole chest sunk in fuck.
I cringed a little bit.
Yeah.
What else? And
the iconic.
That's right. We had a fun little promo with Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. Where'd they go? Why were they away so long?
Who cares? They're doing what they do because they're iconic.
That's true. And they were being, they were doing their thing. They were being the catty little girls, and then we had Ember Moon. Golda, come on, be nice.
What's wrong?
Be nice.
What's wrong with Ember?
I thought that was a pleasure.
Just
throwing.
be honest.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with Ember.
Is it just the promos?
Yes.
Did you not like the promo?
When that's on my screen, I want to change it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just have something about her. It just makes me want to turn it off.
Okay.
Unless she's wrestling.
At least
Right.
If she's wrestling, I'm good. It's everything else.
All right, so you just want to see her in the ring.
Yes.
Okay. Even if Billy Kay or Peyton Royce are on the screen too, you don't like them?
Oh, I like them.
Okay. All right.
I can just take my hand and cover that part of the screen and just see them.
Wow.
Okay.
No, she's a pretty girl. I'm not saying she's ugly.
No, I wasn't assuming you were doing that. You were I didn't think you were going to ugly route.
Okay,
but
because she's definitely not. It's just I know that Billy Kay and Peyton Royce don't bore me with their promo skills.
Sure.
I think Ember Moon just needs to. I'll get to a discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get there.
I'll save the other thing. They had a fun Bobby Roode promo, which
that was great.
You sir, you brought up a fun point about it.
Oh, If you watch the video where they're driving in the car and the promo, if you look out the windows, you see that they're just doing circles around Full Sail. It was great.
Can you actually see Full Sail in the background?
Oh, yeah. Oh, clearly. And if you've been there, which I've been there, then you can really recognize it. But that's what it was. They were just going around that fucking
just driving
building.
around in circles.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Right.
That's
so we had
horrible.
Bobby Roode promo, another week without him on TV, another week without really having AOP on TV. We had
they had two good promos from
yeah,
both.
exactly. We had some promos so that we that we're remembering who they are and they're not left off television.
But we had no champions tonight. Yeah, you're right.
No champions.
No champion.
No champion. Pete Dunne.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Well,
sort of.
I mean, we had the best of them all. So, I mean.
Best of the best?
Well, I mean, because the other two are going to be losing it soon. Within, I'd probably say SummerSlam, whereas he's not going to lose his for a while.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, Daniel Price brings up, I want to see the Glorious Celebration.
And in perfect heel fashion, you're not going to, Brian.
God damn it.
You're not worthy. You're not worthy.
Laps around Full Sail.
Laps around Full Sail.
JVL Shadow said Ember Moon needs Titus O'Neil. She needs to join the Titus brand.
The Titus brand.
Perfect 11 says Ember Moon's promos are far too passive for a character, so I guess he agrees with you.
That's true. That's a good point.
No, I understand that point. I get where you're coming from.
Could I compare it maybe to like Bailey? Ish?
As far as
no,
mystery
no,
to her
no.
since she's
Okay.
mysterious
Bailey's
character.
promos are only bad because she keeps talking about when she was 5 years old.
Right.
If she
12.
or 5, 12,
5 to
87, as long as she didn't talk about when she was a kid, she's all right.
Well,
it's when she has the same dribble over and over.
She has the dribble, but she also Bailey. She's I don't want to say stutter. I stutter, but she gets lost in herself, right? And it doesn't sound good. It doesn't have a natural flow to it on the mic. Ember, where she may be a bit subdued, there is a natural flow to it. It's not. I mean, she's not struggling to find what to say. She knows exactly. It's very
deliberate.
Very deliberate. Yes.
Yes.
So.
Okay. So I guess if there's nothing else on the board, we can move on to our discussion topic for this week.
Yay! The music's right now.
That's such a fucking boring name. I need to tweak that.
This is your show. You haven't done any kind of production notes or anything for me.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you want new sounds and if you want new segments,
no. I mean, what?
It's your show.
Why is he looking at me like that?
He bought a used car and he did nothing to it. He's like, I'll just drive until it dies.
No, what do you mean? I like where it is right now.
Let's soup it up.
Let it breathe.
Well, we're souping.
Oh, we got the lights.
Yeah, I souped this motherfucker.
Well,
up
yeah, you did. Sure, you did.
with my $200 lights, bitch.
And I'm going to work on a new computer so we can do video graphics.
Fork.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry.
iTunes.
Fork.
Fork.
All right, Rob, you, sir, had a fun weekend this past...
We did. We drove down to Fort Pierce, Orlando, and into Fort Pierce for the NXT house show, which was on a Saturday night. And got to see quite a few of the talented individuals there. I'm off my memory. I'm going to go. I saw No Way Jose against somebody. Saw a couple of the guys. Some guy named Wahoo McMendez or...
Wahoo Mendez?
They said Wahoo McMendez, something like that. So I saw a match with him and a guy with braids. I don't remember his name. Big dude though. I got to see Roode Strong and Oney Lorcan, and it was an absolute bore. I'm sorry to report, it was not a fun match. Technically sound, sure, but there was no emotion. It was just kind of blah.
I mean, Oney Lorcan looks like he does everything boring in his life.
Right. I saw Lacey Evans versus Bianca Binky Blair, and I also saw. Okay, so that match. I would say that match right there. If you haven't seen Bianca Blair Binky yet, she's one with the long ponytail.
That ponytail though.
Yeah, and she's an up and comer. She's somebody that's going to be somebody one day. You heard it here first. She's awesome. I also got to see. I'll get to the main event first, and I'll talk about the other match. The main event was Bobby Roode and I don't remember the guy, and versus Drew McIntyre. Oh, Caesar, the guy we saw tonight beat Cien.
Caesar Botani or whatever?
he was with Bobby Roode.
Bunani.
Yeah, and then it was against who did I just say?
Steve Blackman.
Yes, Steve Black. My memory.
Drew
McIntyre and some other guy that I don't remember. And that match for the most part was kind of not so much exciting, except for Bobby Roode had a lot of personality added to it, some fun comedy moments. But there was a match in particular, and I'm going to go to JVL Shadow, and he asked about Sanity. And it was Sanity, the full faction, all three and the girl, versus the Street Profits, Another new guy that I can't remember his name. I'm sorry about that. And Ruby Riott.
Okay.
Wow.
And
that's a mixed bunch of group there.
And this match, guys, was about as exciting a wrestling match I have ever seen live, ever, period, end of story, done. I mean, the personalities flowed. Montez Ford and Eric Young had moments in the match that stood outside the ring that with just nothing but personality interjections. The wrestling itself was dynamic and fun, and it moved. Sanity actually worked really. I've never seen them work that well together. Ruby was great. I mean, it was just a really great, fun match with a great story, and all those competitors from what I understand, Montez Ford from the Street Profits has been fighting every single one of the members of Sanity and house shows individually. So the thought is that the Street Profits go up and you start a program with Sanity in some way there. Ruby Riott's continuing with
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, thank you. So it was a really good live show with some amazing matches. I saw new talent and talent that I've been wanting to see live for a while. But here's kind of where my discussion kind of turns. All right,
let's hear it.
So, you evolve as a wrestling fan, right? You one day you believe in kayfabe, and the next day you don't believe in kayfabe, and then once you don't believe in kayfabe, you get kind of smarky and you start to criticize every little thing you see here and there, and it's an evolution of fandom, right? You become more bitchy and more jaded as you watch something longer and longer.
Well, I mean, also if you've, training in it too. I mean, and also you watch it with a different veil.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, different perspective.
Right, sure.
So I had a random opportunity, just kind of came out of nowhere, where I was fortunate enough. I met a lot of the guys and girls from the roster. I got to meet them personally, and it was exciting. It was exciting for me as a wrestling fan, but more or less it was exciting because that evolution continued again. Because people I had been ragging on this podcast, I got to know them and may have been the coolest with them through this experience. And it really made me think, man, I'm not saying I'm not going to be critical anymore, but I think I'm at that point now where I want to be more constructive critical rather than just bashing them.
Sure. Well, this whole show. I mean, this isn't about burying anyone or shitting on anyone. But I understand what you're saying.
As a fan, we do have moments where we're like, just bashing them.
Of course.
And I'm not saying I'm not going to continue to do that in some form or fashion. But for me as a fan, to get to know some of these people, it was very eye opening to, and that's why I say Ember Moon. When I got a chance to meet her, and I'm not going to name any more names, but I got a chance to meet her, and she is, and we've heard this in reports, she's she's kind of a nerd, and I say that I'm a nerd too, but she's kind of shy to people she doesn't know, and so her personality. So now when I see her do her promos, I go, oh no, that's her, that's her, just like Cody Lopez, Mr. Seth Rollins. Everybody tells me, oh no, that's him. Whatever he's doing, that's him.
Sure,
and it's her, and it's. So we keep saying we want these people to show their personalities. Well, she's showing that personality. Now, is it necessarily what you would want in that character? It might not be. But you know what? Do we want a diverse pot of personalities, or do we want a bunch of what we want personalities?
Right.
I like the diverse pot of personalities because I think you have more angles you can play with these wrestlers.
Of course.
In all scenarios. But so that was our weekend. It was and then Denny sucked. But we had a great experience at the live show. We had a great experience. Again, just randomly getting to meet some of these people, and they were fabulous people and really nice, every single one of them. So it was a great experience for me going down there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So. Well, I mean, I just want to say thank you also for because I mean, right? You saw Emma. No.
No. I was.
You told
I heard
Emma was there. What?
Yeah. Well, you gave me I gave you my promo pack and it had my 8x10 and my number and all my contacts.
Word got to her and she ran when she heard you were involved. No.
I mean, I would too. So don't blame her.
I'm from Long Island.
Yeah.
You didn't get the restraining order.
But she's from Jersey.
50 yards or 50 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jersey, Australia.
Yards.
Yeah, but again, I got to meet. And again, it's a random encounter. I got to meet a bunch of them, kind of where they were hanging and I was hanging. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, really fun moment.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing that. I for one am jealous of you, as I'm sure all of everybody listening.
Yeah, should be.
We should be.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Build for next week. We have. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it straight from my notes over here. Let's see. We have Hideo Itami versus Only Lorcan.
Because
Rob's
Brian's extremely dyslexic, and it should be Oni Lurkin.
Well, it's close.
Well, you know.
Only.
Well, it's not even. It's not even only.
Oh, and don't forget, in 2 weeks they build a triple threat elimination match for the ladies.
That's
Women's
right, a
Championship.
rematch, correct,
Yes.
from TakeOver
And
Chicago.
it's an elimination match. It's not just one fall finish.
Are we actually going to see? What do you think? Are we going to see Asuka lose in the first fall and actually have maybe a guarantee of a new champion?
They can't give the belt to one of
New
those two.
champion?
Only if they somehow put Ember Moon in it, which they're not going to.
Too soon. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. I agree. All right. So next week, hopefully we'll have a little bit more to work with than we did for this week. Although it was still entertaining, and everybody that appeared on television, they did a fantastic job. Right?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
They all did wonderful.
No, I'm just.
No, I will continue to be critical.
No, I know, as we will be. Too.
But maybe more fair.
Sure. More fair.
Yeah.
Not stern.
Not Stern. Well, Stern has hair.
There we go.
JBL Shadow, no wrestler receives as much hate as Bob. Okay. And Daniel Price, it's not so much that, Rob, as Vince purposely exposes so much of the business.
Oh, yeah. You got a phone call.
Uh-oh.
Pick it up.
All right, don't talk. Let me finish this line, Noah, before you say anything. It's not so much that, Rob, as Vince purposely exposes so much of the business. That is the part that jades. And, I don't doubt that there is an element there, but I think that maybe more is out than he would like.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, your host, man. You got.
I think I have a fly inside my hat.
Possibly. You smell like shit.
Thank you. Who do we got on line? I can't see this. I can't see the phone number.
Noah,
what's up, man? What do you got to say?
Noah,
you there?
He hung up.
Noah. He hung up. He hung up on us.
Did he hang up?
Call him back.
Oh no, I'm not.
No, that's okay.
Juan is on the board. No, Juan, we never really do trivia on this show.
No, that's not a takeover.
Yeah, the other shows.
Although I guess they do have quite a bit of.
There's content.
Yeah,
to use,
but the other shows are more entertainment based,
Right.
just like WWE main roster, where this show is more
meat and potatoes.
Meat and potatoes, more just like NXT.
Steaks and weight.
Steaks and weights, baby. Beef.
That's right.
Steaks and weight.
That's right.
Beefcake.
All right, so I guess if there's nothing else for next week, we can move on. Board, let us know what did we miss on the show. I'm pretty certain that we covered everything. Stevie, did we miss anything? Do you know?
Noah said
Peyton, so
he said never mind. I was going to say something stupid.
Thank you for acknowledging.
Hey, remember I have timeout.
He didn't get put in timeout this time.
That's true. Thank you for curbing yourself. That's
curb your
excellent.
enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ass.
We will have our Extreme Rules show
Sunday.
I will be getting here late, but I can be here. I will be here.
I would like for you to be here.
I will be here. I will be here. And I guess I don't know who else will be here, but we will be
here
Sunday night. Oh, you heard it.
It's
there we
Extreme
go.
Rules, man.
Yeah.
Stone Age Steve Awesome, Golda.
The Rossum crew will definitely be here, and any of the SmackDown crew is welcome to join.
There we go. Thank you for the open invitation.
Yeah, I
appreciate it.
It's
like talent exchanges, like WCW and New Japan.
It's because you always bring snacks.
Yeah, and we're not sure if Medine's going to come since he has no cell phone right now.
That's true. Off the grid.
Maybe Medine.
He just kind of shows up like Sting. Right?
Dude, he was here early on Monday. Usually he's like 9:15. He was here at fucking 8:45.
That's amazing.
I almost shit myself.
Juan says we need trivia because our show is boring. You know what, Juan? Your face is boring.
Yeah.
Your face. Your face.
That's right.
You're welcome.
And Noah's right. 2/3 of the time, everyone shits on trivia anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
We don't need that shit.
We don't need it.
Don't forget Monday Night Rossum.
Yep.
Another edition of Marksterpiece Theater. Yeah, we're not gonna give out what scene we're gonna do yet, but we will have another edition of Marksterpiece Theater.
Very nice. Yes. Very nice. And I will be there on Tuesday night with Mr. Adam Bomb, the leader of the Bomb Squad. I forget who
you mean the Bitch Squad?
Yeah. I don't even know. At this point, they're becoming like the NWO and just gaining members, and I can't even keep up.
We already know. So we can call them Brian defected to the heavies.
So we call them the Shit Pack.
The Shit Pack.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. I like that. The Shit Pack.
Shit Man.
The Shit Man. And let's see. Anything on the board? Did we miss anything?
Noah's looking forward to Marksterpiece.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So final thoughts, everyone. I guess you can talk about last night. You could talk about really anything, actually.
Anything
you want.
Break cave.
Final thoughts.
Knock the fucking fourth wall down. I'm not.
We hate walls.
I don't want to go first.
Okay. Rob doesn't want to go first.
No.
Hey. Guest.
Yeah.
Stone Age Steve Awesome, do you have any final thoughts?
Just a little disappointed. I thought I was going through a table, but our YouTube subscribers
we lost 4 in the last week.
Was it 2?
Well, we're down to 197.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
No
What
way.
the fuck?
So we have to put Adam Ree through a table?
No,
we're already way past that.
Steve was
That's
supposed to go at 200.
Everybody's so lame.
I wonder if everybody's like
subscribe.
didn't want to hurt him because he's old, so they're like,
Maybe.
no, unsubscribe.
It's secretly just like us in the marked out
Yeah.
part of the.
You know, it'd be cool if the 197 subscribers we have to our show would like and share our show to their friends on their social medias, and maybe we could finally be where we know we belong.
That's true. Yeah, share our show. Show it to your friend. Show it to your grandma. What'd you say, Stevie?
Exciting stuff coming your way.
That's true.
iTunes.
Fork.
Hey,
Okay.
fork you, man.
Hey, fork me, fork you.
Yeah.
So let's get into the final thoughts. Oh, actually, we already are doing the final thoughts. God damn it, Stevie, thank you very much. Golda, because of that, now you go, sir.
My final thought is I went furniture shopping with my girlfriend today, and it's horrible. That shit is so expensive.
Wait, shopping with your girlfriend or furniture shopping?
Both.
Okay.
Ooh.
Both.
I was.
Well, actually, she doesn't like to shop, so she's actually pretty perfect.
I was reaching in his wallet to grab the man card. I just want to see what he's going to answer.
Right.
with.
What kind of furniture?
Well, basically, we need a couch and a new bed for whenever I move in. She has like a little queen, and I'm not about that life.
Well, we're going a little fast here, aren't we, Bubba?
I'm 33 years old, man. If you eat first, you last. You know what I'm saying?
Well, plus
I think you're last.
well, plus, I mean, I'm not getting any younger. I'm not saying it's going to be tomorrow, but
hey, bitch,
if it's within a few months.
Hey,
you know?
You're only as old as you feel, man.
Exactly.
Like,
I feel 100.
Hey, bitch. Because I'm 33, I'm moving in with you. Now shut your mouth and cook me some fucking food.
I think you dropped a Ricky Bobby line in there,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, yes, I did. hey, what are you doing? Hey, leave me alone. I'm baiting. I'm baiting.
Go away, leave me alone. All right. Thank you for that.
But
Thank
yes,
you for
it's
sharing.
really expensive.
It is.
It was like $2,000 for a couch, and like
Jesus.
$2,000 for like for a mattress and box spring.
Holy shit!
Like you don't want the cheap stuff. Like
No.
I'm a big guy. I need better, stuff. And it was expensive as fuck.
You young kids, and you're learning new things that I've known for years.
Oh boy!
Try having kids that they grow out of beds, and you have to buy new ones periodically.
Or just buy them a queen now.
Yeah. Final thoughts on the board. JBL Shadow. Steve is a great addition. This NXT was pretty uneventful. Right now, all I want is a DIY feud. They have to do something to keep the feud hot through the injury.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, final thoughts, Noah. Thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to Extreme Rules. I really want Balor to beat Lesnar. Ooh, that'd be... just so all the biatches online saying Balor is too small can have heart attacks about it. And final thoughts for Paul Smith is looking forward to the fatal 5-way at Extreme Rules. Maybe. John Dance Jr., JJ. Jesus Christ, Daniel Price. The jokes are terrible. My 13-year-old students are more clever than you. Okay, let's be nice on the board. Daniel Price says shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake.
Yeah, I mean, keep it with the Will Ferrell thing. ELE. Everybody love everybody.
Everyone love everybody.
Right?
Yeah.
And my final thought, I guess, you know what? Really nothing.
You want me to go before you since you're the host?
Oh, I thought you already went.
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, you did the board.
I did the
first.
board.
Okay, I would
trying
love
to
to hear yours.
I don't.
That sounds sassy. No, I really do. You don't?
You don't want to hear mine?
Sure, why not?
I kind of gave mine in a discussion. I guess. I mean, kind of just that. It's fun. When I was saying that earlier about the evolution of the fan, I really meant that as I'm excited about seeing wrestling in a different viewpoint from the experience. It's an excitement. So there you go. That's all I got to say.
Interesting. Okay. And thank you for that. And my final thought, like I said, nothing real. I'm not going to really talk about NXT so much just because I don't know, man. Nothing really to talk about. So I'm gonna throw it more towards the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, special event that's happening on Sunday, and I am looking forward to it. I mean,
if it's like the past couple of pay-per-views, it should be good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, right now I'm kind of lowering my expectations for everything else that's outside of the Big Four and outside of anything actually that's any of the takeover events. But for this one, it has there are a lot of elements, and as we know, I mean, gimmick matches, it's a lot easier to carry a match. So there's a lot of talented guys that are in some of these matches. So I think that we might be surprised and have an actual decent show. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
Thank you, board, for joining us. Thank you, everybody. Steve, awesome.
It was fun being here.
Sir. Yes, thank you very much for joining us.
I might be back again.
Yeah, we hope so.
On Thursday.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Just like I said, you can just hop in.
Cool.
You can rappel from the ceiling.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, what do you
Hold
want?
on.
Like Sting?
Before we close, I need to do do something real quick.
Mhm.
And we're gonna go ahead and put somebody in timeout.
Yeah. I don't know what's
okay. JVL is already on top of it.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening. This was episode 158. We are climbing that ladder closer to 200. And also, please, like Rob said, review us on iTunes. Go to our YouTube page, like our fucking page, so we can put this gentleman through a table. Yeah, he wants to go through a table.
Oh, do it 3D style. Come on.
And don't forget also, markedoutwrestling.com has all of our other social media links there for how about Instagram?
Yeah, man.
We need some Instagram.
Oh, I don't have my list.
We can never get sponsored by Pro Wrestling Tees if we don't get Instagram followers.
It's true.
It's a combination of Twitter too, but yeah.
It's a mandate.
That's all of it. All of the above.
All of it. At Marked Out Rob.
What? Oh, that's you? Where to follow you? Okay, you can say that.
Yeah, I'm at Matt Golda everywhere.
I'm different everywhere, so that's why I need you change my. I need to.
We'll do your own fucking sheet.
See, I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Follow me
Thank you guys. Yes,
at Marked Out Steve,
and I don't know what I'm at Marked Out BT.
That's it.
I don't like Twitter. I'm an Instagram guy.
Okay.
I like Instagram.
Cool. Well, then get on that shit.
I am BT. Or go to our. I think you slapped your face.
No, I'm laughing. You say I am BT.
I am BT.
The movie database.
I am BT.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, thank you guys again for listening, and as always, we are collectively gonna make like a few bananas and get the fuck out of here.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at URecord Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out URecord on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Go away, fat man.